In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create an invite using Google Calendar. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Now, I am in my email, and what I'm going to do is choose the calendar view, and I can get into the calendar by pointing to the calendar icon on the right-hand sidebar and clicking it. Now, if you've never used the Google Calendar before, you're going to get a welcome message. I'm going to go ahead and choose Got It. And it brings me into a condensed view of the calendar. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to maximize my calendar window using this little up arrow. It's going to bring me into my calendar. And now it's giving us messages about how easy it is to block spam. I'm going to just choose Got It to move past this window. And now I'm going to get straight to creating my event. On the left-hand sidebar, you're going to notice a button, Create. So just simply click on the Create button. And I'm going to now choose Event. When the event window opens, I can now add my title. And my title is going to be Student Reviews. And now you have a couple of options to make here, because now what you're going to do is you're going to choose your date and time. And what I would like to do is choose February the 27th. So if I click on the day here, it drops a little calendar in a thumbnail view. I'm going to choose the 27th. Next, I'm going to go over and choose my time, clicking on the 6th. And I would like my meeting to start at 2 p.m. So I'm just going to scroll up to 2. And I'm going to make my meeting go for 2 hours. So I'm just going to choose the 2 p.m. And by default, it's giving me 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and just click on the drop-down arrow next to 3 and make that 2 hours. So it's going to be from 2 to 4. And you also notice how you could have chosen all day for your meeting to take place. And now what we're going to do is we're going to add our guests. I'm going to click where it says Add Guests. So I'm going to click in there, and I'm just going to start typing a name. Lester. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to continue adding the person's name. Lily Brown. And so all you got to do is just keep finding their name. And once you, Lisa Monroe, once you finish finding these people's names, all you're going to do is just, type their name, find their name in the system, and then just keep on adding the person to the list. And then, let's say you added somebody's name by mistake, and you don't want to put Lisa Monroe, or you don't want to invite her to this meeting. All you got to do is just hover your mouse over her name, and then click on the X, and it removes her from the guest list. And so this is all you have to do. Now, you can also scroll down and you can actually change the guest permissions. So if I click on this little drop-down arrow here, I can actually remove the check mark, allowing them to invite other people to the meeting. And if I really want to get private on this, I can also remove the check mark so they can't see the guest list. Okay? So there's a lot of options here that you can choose from. Once I get all of the information in my invite, I'm going to go back up here and make sure I got everything in here. Student reviews, Monday, February 27th from 2 to 4. And then, of course, I've got all of my guests included in here. And now all I have to do is choose Save. Once I choose Save, then I get another window that comes up asking me to answer these questions here. I'm going to go ahead and choose Send because I'm happy with my invite. And then it's going to go ahead and send this invite to these individuals. So that's how you would do this. Okay, now let's say you were creating this invite so fast and you forgot to add some pertinent details. So I'm going to show you how to go in here and edit. Okay, so all you have to do is find the calendar invite, point to it, click on it, come to the top of the form, and click on that little pencil to edit the event. Now it opens up into a window allowing you to see all of the information about your calendar invite. Maybe you needed to change your time zone. If you click on that, you can actually change your time zone or whatever that time zone is by clicking on the drop down arrow and finding your time zone. You could also go in here and choose whether or not you want your meeting to repeat. So maybe you want this meeting to be every Monday. Let's just say, for instance, we want to make this a weekly meeting and it's going to be weekly on Monday. So I can just choose that item there to add that to my date. Okay, so now you can also come in and add a location because you were creating this so fast you forgot to add a location. So we're going to do room 227. That's where our location is going to be. So you're either going to get a notification that shows up on your computer, or you're going to choose email. You can choose the time. So if I want to do 30 minutes, maybe I want to be notified 60 minutes before, I can change it to 60, or click on the drop down arrow and I could choose hours. So if I choose hours, I could just come here, make this 1, come over here, click on the drop down arrow, choose hours. So I can, be notified 1 hour before this particular event will start. And so these are just different things that you can go in here and add information to your meeting request. Once you make all of your modifications, go ahead and choose Save. And then when you get ready to update this meeting, because remember, this has already gone out, you can add an optional message for all the guests, okay? Because it says, would you like to send update emails to existing Google Calendar guests? So you can just say, this is an update to original meeting request. I spelled original wrong. Go. And now I can go ahead and send it to my guests. So they will get an update letting them know that this meeting will appear every Monday from 2 to 4. So I'm going to go ahead and send this request. And now it's done. And now what we want to do is we want to check to see if this is going to show up every Monday. So we're going to just go ahead and just click on the button to go to the next week, which is March the 6th. You see, March the 13th, March the 20th. So see how it is added to the calendar every week? And I think this is actually indefinitely. So this is how you would create a calendar invite or go in here and make a modification to an existing calendar invite.